the main thing with me, like the message I'm trying to just put out there in this situation, you got these older guys who damn near in their 40s, who at this point right here, take Gangsta out the situation. Gangsta, well, let's speak on him for a second. Gangsta pretty much already accepted what he is. So he ain't trying to be accepted by nobody. Just being real, like when he got out, he talked to Birdman. You know, you seen the interview when he said he talked to his brother. What's understood ain't gotta be explained. Like they don't, he said they'll never deal with each other. He don't want to rock with him because he went against rules that they sat at a table and made back in the day. So you don't never see this guy trying to like fit into the hip hop culture. He just stay in his own lane. When he in interviews and stuff like that, he talk. If he get asked certain questions, he speak, say whatever he gotta say. He do his shit on his YouTube channel. He tell his little stories and stuff from back in the hood. If you ask me, like, I don't see nothing that he do as far as just like, you know, what people just acting like they ain't got no respect for him, how Boosie acting. Because tell you the truth, it niggas in that industry that a lot of people say, you know, do the same exact shit, and y'all be shaking these nigga hands and partying with them like it ain't nothing because the bag big. So why don't it just seem like when you say some disrespectful stuff like that, it like you disrespecting a man, and I just feel like, you know, me personally, it's going too far. It really went, it done went too far. But anyway, take Terrence out the situation. You just talk about these older guys who at this point in the rap game should be leading by example. You got T.I. and Boosie right now probably done ruin a friendship over some 20-year fucking paperwork. Where this overgrown man, Tip, you an overgrown man, you got kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? You got grown kids. And you had a whole paperwork party where people live streaming, posting it on Instagram. It just looked at real kiddish, just real childish. So when do people graduate from the streets? Because it just seemed like at this point, saying that you graduated from the streets and shit, it's just a thing to say. But a lot of times these guys don't really leave that street mentality. They still be stuck that way in the mind, in the brain, in the head and shit. That's why you see motherfuckers like Kodak Black, just say Kodak Black for example, even though he young and still got a long way to go, but he grew up in the street like as a little motherfucker. That's why you see him constantly having run-ins with the law and stuff like that, like he having now, you know, just flunked the drug test, probably finna go back to jail because it just in you to be that way, no matter how rich you get. So the problem I be having with guys that, you know, like with this situation, until not with them personally, but when it come to talking and the interviews and stuff, because it don't seem like they really be standing for shit the way that they try to make it seem. Because in one sense, you say you not street, whoop-de-whoop, blase, or you not street no more, you don't do nothing street, whoop-de-whoop. But just as soon as you get a chance to say some street shit in an interview, you go there. And you want to prove to the world how street you is and shit like that, just, you know, all what you saying and what you doing and shit like that. All this stuff right here to me just seem like pride and ego. What's going on right now with T.I. and Boosie, it's just a pride and ego thing. But I ain't gonna, you know, say that it's T.I. fault, because in a way it went three ways. It went from being like Vlad started, Boosie like adding fuel to the fire, and T.I. entertaining the shit. That's how I looked at it to me. And it just like, you just sit back and you just look at these guys, older they is, longer they been in the game, it's like, god damn, when do the street shit just stop? Like, when do the street talk stop? When do the street persona stop? If you saying that, if you pretending like you like that, if, you know, y'all, when it's a situation when law involved and shit like that, like now everybody trying to denounce YSL and shit. You see what I'm saying? Like when everything was going good and them guys were making money and shit, and Thug was feeding everybody and everybody touring on planes and shit like that, everybody willing to crash out for the group because everything going good. But just as soon as the law get involved and now the time coming, people going to prison, people getting locked up, then it don't nobody want to be gang no more. I don't be understanding y'all, bro. Job is.